Erev Tov, good evening. Mazal Tov to the entire mishpacha, to the entire yeshiva, and to the entire kehila, also to B'Kehillat or Sion, Rav Aron of Shlita. And, I was thinking about when Nati gets the Mazal Tov for the Siyum. It's not tonight that you get it. The Mazal Tov came a long time ago. I want to share with you a little piece that Rabbi Yerucham brings in Inyan Kabbalah. It's in Bamidbar. He speaks over there about Ruchi asher samti beficha. He speaks about the koach of the Kabbalah and the koach of the hatchala, when a person starts something, where the siyata dishmaya comes into play, where the hatzlacha comes into play. He says something amazing. He quotes the famous Mishnah in Pirkei Avot, Kol shema'asav merubin mechokhmato, chokhmato mitkayemet. And he asks a simple question. He says, how could it possibly be if every, ma'aseh comes from a chokhmah, that you can have a situation where Kol shema'asav merubin mechokhmato, chokhmato mitkayemet? Because ultimately, every maaseh had to come from one of the chokhmot. So, be'etzem, it's all the same. It's all equal. There is no more, no less. And he goes on to explain the following. He says that when a person is mikabel upon himself to do something, especially if he's mikabel the old Torah upon himself, it's impossible by virtue of the fact that there is so much to do, that you're going to be able to be mekayim everything so quickly. The only thing you could be mekayim so quickly is if the Kabbalah itself is pure and it's real. And if you do that, then even if you didn't have a chance to be mekayim all the lemaisa shebo, but if the Kabbalah itself in the beginning was pure and it was real, then it's ke'ilu, you were mekayim all the ma'aseh shebo, because it's just an inyan of time. It's already there, the potential is there. You just have to bring it out. So I think, and he goes on speaking about the door of Naaseh and Ishma, of the door Midbar. He speaks about the door of Mordechai, right? Kimu mashe kiblu kvar. And really you learn from here that you can have a guy who's a Talmud Chacham and finishes Kol Torah Kula, and you can have a guy who's an Am Haaretz, Gamur, but he accepts upon himself, the Kabbalah is real, and he accepts upon himself that he's going to finish whatever it may be. Kol Torah Kula, HaKadosh Baruch Hu looks at that greater than the Talmud Chacham who learns every day Keseder the way that he learns. It's the Kabbalah itself that really enables the person to be Mekayim. That's what he wants to be Mekayim. He says that the Kabbalah by Na'aseh and Nishma, it wasn't Shalem until the door of Moshe Rabbeinu. And you can ask and you can say, right? Mashura'a Shifcha al Hayam, right? Lura Shifcha Yecheskel ben Buzi, right? So you can ask these questions. You could say, but Dor HaMidbar is of course greater than the door of Mordechai HaTzadik. But Lav Dafka Rabotai. Because the Kabbalah was only really Shalem in the door of Mordechai HaTzadik. The Siyum Masechet, of all the Masechtot that we're going to be Messiah together here in the midst of a budding Talmud Chacham is it's something that really shows the Ratzon of the Messiah. And the Ratzon of the Messiah is that just like everybody else is thinking about, every Sigula possible tonight on Tu B'Av, right? What this incredible human being, Nati, is thinking about is being able to be Mekadesh himself to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's his Kiddushin. It's to HaKadosh Baruch Hu on this incredibly, incredibly special day. So, Kol Atchalot Kashot. And whenever you started and you decided that this was going to be, whether it was in 9th grade, whether it was in 8th grade, whether it was in 5th grade, I don't know, when did you decide? Whenever that was, that's when you really get the mazel tov. And more than that, I think that, when it says kol atchalot kashot, the reason why kol atchalot kashot, really, not like everyone else thinks, it's easy. And everyone wants to be Messiah, right? By the beginning of the Daf Hayomi, right? And already through brachot, I don't know, after the first few dafim of Shabbat, slowly you start petering out. Why? Of course, kol atchalot kashot. Kol atchalot kashot, yeah, are when it's real, when it's authentic, and if you pull through, and if you push through like you did, you have tremendous siyata dishmaya. So this goes to show you and goes to show everybody else how much potential everyone has. And it's the koach of the Kabbalah upon that you've taken upon yourself. You should be zochet to be Messiah again and again. And Yerushalmi, kol Torah kula. I want to be able to drink from your kosot of l'chaim, like Reb Chaim Kanievsky, every Adar Sheni. All right? Rabotai, without further ado, we'd like to ask Rav Gavriel Sani, the father of the Misayim, who clearly the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because if you did such an amazing job raising children as you did, maybe you could share with us a little bit about the secret recipe. Bechavod. Just put this on, yeah?
You don't want to record what I have to say.
Of course.
Absolutely not.
He does.
Thank you everyone for coming. This is an amazing, amazing occasion for me and for my family. It's absolutely a dream come true. Nati, Baruch Hashem, you did it. We can't thank you enough. It's an amazing accomplishment. It's taken many, many years. To answer to your question, is 8th grade. That's when he started, Baruch Hashem. So it's taken him with a full schedule of Yeshiva Gedola, he's been able to accomplish. This is a big accomplishment, Baruch Hashem. I'm so very proud of him. He has worked very, very hard on this thing. There has been, I can't even count how many times he's been up till who knows what time in the morning, and we just like Nati. And honestly, he did not tell me that he's finishing up until a couple of months ago. He just kept us like, I'm like, what Masechta you're up to? What are you doing? Okay, I'm accomplishing, but Baruch Hashem. And then he gave us the good news a little while ago that he's finishing up. And I give him all the bracha, Be'ezrat Hashem, he should be able to accomplish more and do whatever he puts his mind into. Hashem should give him Hatzlacha Rabbah. He should have a lot of Siyata D'Shmaya. Be'ezrat Hashem, as he starts going to his new yeshiva, he should have a lot of Hatzlacha. We are extremely proud of you, and you have made Ima Abba very, very proud. Thank you so, so much. We love you so much. Now I'd like to ask Nati's Rebbe, Rabbi Gedinger, please to give us a Dve Bracha, please. Have to put him on the spot now. Right, Rebbe cannot refuse now.
Thank you. It's been Azmanim. We don't want to ruin anyone's vacation. Bli neder less than a minute, but just wanted to recognize the wonderful accomplishment that's of this Bacher and what a role model he is, and to emphasize one of the points that was mentioned that should be emphasized, that everything he did was out of Seder. During the Starim, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. This is something that he put in lunchtime, supper time, and late at night. And it's a tremendous role model, and we all have to walk away making a Kabbalah Bli Neder after this Siyum. It's not enough just to eat a piece of kugel. We all have to make a Kabbalah for ourselves to learn from his great ways, Be'ezrat Hashem. I know somebody who was Messiah Shas, and Reb Chaim Fassman came over to him and said, this time was Gemara Rashi, next time with Taisvis. After Shtag. So Nati Hashem is going to be Makal, the next time is going to be with Taisvis. Look forward to him growing Le'elu Le'ela. Mazel to Mazel.
Just want to say thank you for everyone that made it, Ben Azmanim, vacation. Not so easy to work it into the schedule. San Diego, a big Yashar Kochachat to the Dotan Mishmacha for driving 2 hours right now, 2 minutes. As we know, it's not a Siyum without Dani. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the inyan of a Siyum and then to tie it into a lot of thank yous that are mechuyav to give over here. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, shtickle Siyum tonight. And Mamish didn't have any time, mishpacha, simcha coming up. And I'm like, I have to find something to say. And I'm like, oh no, let's figure out what we have. You could say something on the last piece of a masechta, but like sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with the last 3 words, and you don't want to get involved in a sugya. So I'm like, let's see what we could do. Siyat Dishmai, finished minyan, I walked to the back, I found the sefer, and there was the gra. And it was the gra al Hashas. And he writes it, he doesn't even write the piece at the end. It's a piece from the Mechaber, it was the Chibra on Shas, that they put together on all the Masechtas. And at the end, the Mechaber brings down over there the Melakit, let's say the Melakit. He puts in the back a Divrei Siyum on the actual Sefer. A very interesting point that I think it's so shaykh, Mamash ben Ajrabayim. He says like this, that he was being makdim this as the Siyum for the Gra, finishing on his Divrei Agoda on the Shas. And he says like this, the word Siyum, what's the vart of the Siyum? You're finishing, as I always told Dani, what changes between the last word and the word before? Or you finish the Masechta? What if the last word was Ein Sham, whatever it is? What's the koich of the last word? That there's a Siyum now. So it's along the lines of what Rabbi Sultan was saying, but coming from a different aspect. So what is Takat Teretz? So you finished the last 10 words that had no shaykhis to the Masechta, and now there's a Siyum, and if you didn't, okay, halachically, could you make a Siyum? Maybe, okay, but like, Minhag Yisrael, we don't. You have to finish the actual words. So what's up is, how does it make sense? What's the difference between the last word and not the last word? And so, what is the Siyum? So, the Gra over there, the Riva HaKatan, this is, they brings down B'Shem the Gra set of art, that the word Siyum, if you spell it out, the Oishis Ktanis of Samach is Mem Chaf, right? And a Yud, a Vav, and a Mem. They all equal the same gematria as the first letter. Siyum, if you take a Samach, Mem Ches, Yud, which is Yud, and which is a Vav and Daled, right? Which is 10. You take the Vav, 6. And you take a Mem at the end, so Mem and a Mem. So everything in a Siyum is also what's behind it. So it says the Grok like this. Very big chiddush, that anyone that's Messiah with the Messiah, anyone that's there, is there with the Messiah, is taka ki'ilu, he taka went through that limud, and was mekayim all the dvarim in that sefer. And ki'ilu, he was mishtatif in the shas limud, ki'ilu, 7 years of daf yomi, a person that comes to the Siyum, he did daf yomi for 7 years. This is the word of the Gra, brought down B'Shem the Gra. Appellant. So what comes out, what he's saying is that you look behind the word Siyum. It's not only the Siyum, the person that's saying the words, it's what's behind the Siyum. It's also someone that's there. It's also, and it's very important to expound on the Vart, that it's not just anyone that's Mishtatif in the Siyum, anyone that's there, B'Shas, the tiniest B'Cheres and Erev Pesach. You're there, so that's it. I think you have to be Masber a little bit more that it's a lot weiter. It's not just someone that's there, it's someone that's involved day to day, someone that's a pushing force, someone that helps Yom V'Layla every day to help out, to give support. The Gemara in Taina says that for Limud Torah, it has to be, you have to have a clear mind. You have to be stable. It's very hard to learn if you're not in a stable environment. So first, I want to thank my parents that, mamish, nothing to talk about, Mama's there every night, Shiva ends not so early. And, it's very easy to just say, we'll see you in the morning. I was always, every night, up very late just to say goodnight. And then that was it. But it wasn't the actual feeling, it was everything behind it. The understanding that it was a long day. And there wasn't the time, it wasn't necessarily the time, it was them staying up. The actual And I also want to thank my grandparents that are here and that are not here, that without them, obviously this would not be shaykh, obviously not be shaykh b'chlal. So I want to thank them all the way from Eretz Yisrael, and also that and also the grandparents that are not here. It should be a schutz for them in Shemayim. And lastly, I want to thank the Hanol and the Yeshiva for the past 5 years. It's been just amazing, and schutz is definitely attributed to the Yeshiva a lot. A Makim Torah in LA, not an easy job, and Mamash able to steig so well over there. So it's a big schos, and thank you. So I wanted to. But this comes down. So the word of the Gra is coming out. I think that it's not just anyone that was mishtativ. You come to the Siyum, you hear the Kaddish, and you're good. I think it's everyone that was behind the Siyum, right? It's all in the Kabbalah. Not only in the Kabbalah, it's the Kabbalah, and every day to day, the push weiter to continue. You know, sometimes it's not so easy, right? You sit down after yeshiva, and it's not what you wanted. It's not an agadata. It's not so fun. You're sitting there killing yourself over a few lines. And then there's someone there telling you, keep going, you know. It's Torah, it's Kedai. So I wanted to say thank you. And I just wanted to be masber. So the Gemara at the end of Nida, we'll just say something on in Yonim at the end of the Masechta. Something everyone could take away, very much shaykh. Tanad ve'elio, kol hashein halachis b'chol yoyim, muftach leishu ben ha'olam haba. Shtem ha'alichis ve'moyal tikar alichis al halachis. Anyone that's shein halachis b'chol yoyim, muftach leishu ben ha'olam haba. Shtem ha'alichis ve'moyal tikar alichis al halachis. The last words of the Gemara in Nida, last Masechta in Shas. So I want to be masber a little bit in kol hashein halachis, muftach leishu ben ha'olam haba. I want to be tied in also with the end of Kama Masechtos, a few Masechtos in Shas that handle similar mosik of a person that's learned, a person that's learning halachas, that's pushing weiter to know Torah. What's the chashivos of it? Gemara at the end of Krisos, Brachas, end off with Talmidei Chacham Marbim Shalom Ba'olam. Similar, Kol Hashein halachis b'chol yom, a person that learns halachas every day, grows in halacha, grows in his das Torah. In the Sheikh's HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he has the kaich to taka b'meira derech, and muftach leishu ben ha'olam haba. Similar member, Talmidei Chacham Marbim Shalom Ba'olam. And there's a Kama Malchim, what's Pshat Talmidei Chacham Marbim Shalom Ba'olam. I just wanted to say one word that we could take out. I said it many times. I think it's Shaykh. I heard it from my older brother a while back, from the from the Chasam Sofer. Could be to do at the Gevart. It's good for everyone to hear again. Chasam Sofer brings down that there's a certain amount, there's a schum of machleksim that are brought down into the world, and that machlek, that let's say 200,000 machleksim every year are going to be brought down. B'echlet for sure going to come down. Now the question is, where are those machleksim going to be pointed at? Are they going to be pointed on the rest of the world, or are they going to be in the Beis Medrash? So if you're in yeshiva every day and you're fighting back and forth, what's the Svar, what's Rashi saying, what's Taisa saying, Chasam Sofer says that's Pshat Talmidei Chacham Marbim Shalom Ba'olam. You're there pulling out machleksim from the street that could be very nasty, not good endings. You bring it into the Beis Medrash and you're fighting with a chavrusa, and it has lasting effects. You have a machlekes on the street that would take 20 years. Evil, disgusting machlekes between two yidden, chaz v'sholom, and then you have two bachrim sitting and steigen saying of art, fighting over who's taka right, what's pshat, what's the amitos of the Gemara. So they're taking out that 1% that would have just happened on the street. They're bringing it into Beis Medrash. I've heard in Talmidei Chacham Marbim Shalom. I think it was very, very kedai. And at the end of Masechta, at the end of Shas, I think it's very kedai to say that, like Rabbi Sudan was saying, that it's not really the Siyum. It's the story that I heard from the Chazonish. He said about the Beis Halevi. Beis Halevi was Yedua Yari Shamayim, like not paralleled. The Chazonish said of art that the Yari Shamayim that he has gets no schar for. That's not what he's getting schar for. It's not the Yari Shamayim. If you understood the Yari he had, if you were masig who Hashem was like him, you'd be shaking also. That's not special to be scared at that point. The Chazonish said that euro that he has, that's not the schar. He's not getting his schar for that. The schar is for the amelos and the gear that he put in to get to that. It's not the siyum. The gemar, that's when you get to the gemar, then the kol before is nesyachis. Then it's something. It's the 10 zeros, then you put a 1 there. But avada, it has to be the yigiyah, and it's not batzim nesiyum, it's the accumulation of the mesachtis, of the yigiyah, on and on. Hajjach tineg v'sikach mesachis nida. Hajjach mesachis nida v'hajjach alan. Hajjach mesachis nida v'talmud bavli hajjach alan. Datach mesachis nida v'talmud bavli v'datach alan. Lo yinashem minach mesachis nida v'mesachis bavli v'talmud bavli yinashem minach lo yib'almudin v'lo yib'almud asi. Hajjach mesachis nida ותלמוד בבלי ודעת חנן, דעת הנח מסכת נידה ותלמוד ירושם ותלמוד בבלי ודעת חנן, לא תשם נח מסכת נידה ותלמוד בבלי ולא תשם מינן, לא בעמד הדין ולא בעמד דעתי, אדן נח מסכת נידה ותלמוד בבלי ואדן הנח, דעת הנח מסכת נידה ותלמוד בבלי ודעת הנח, לא תשם מנח מסכת נידה ותלמוד בבלי ולא תשם מינן, לא בעמד הדין ולא בעמד דעתי. רצון לפניך אדוננו ולאבותינו, שתי תורתך ונותנו בעולם הזה. תימנו לעולם הבא, חנינא בר פאבא, רמי בר פאבא, נחמן בר פאבא, אחוי בר פאבא, ברי בר פאבא, רבן בר פאבא, רוחיש בר פאבא, שוך בר פאבא, עדה בר פאבא, דרו בר פאבא. הרמנה אדוננו את דברי תורתך בפינו ובפיות עמך בית ישראל. כולנו, אנחנו מצאצאי עמך בית ישראל, כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך. ואויבי תחכמני מצוותיך כי לעולם מילי לי בי תמים וחוקיך למען אוהבוש. לעולם לא אשכח פקודיך כי בם חייתני. ברוך אתה אדוני למדני חוקיך, אמן אמן אמן, סלע ועד. מודים אנחנו לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו ששמת חלקנו משווה בית המדרש. ולא שמת חלקנו משווה קרנות שאנו משכימים, אנו משכימים לדברי תורה, והם משכימים לדברים בטלים, אנו מאמינים והם מאמינים, אנו מאמינים ומקבלים שכר, והם מאמינים והם מקבלים שכר, אנו רצים והם רצים, אנו רצים אחרי העולם הבא, והם רצים לברכשחת, שנים ארבעתה אלוהים תורדם לברכשחת, אנשי דמים ומרמה לא יחצו עמהם, ואני אפתח בך, יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהי, כשם שזרתנו לסיים מסכת נידה ותלמוד בבלי, כן תעזרני להתחיל מסכתות וספרים אחרים לסיימם. ללמוד וללמד, לשמור ולעשות ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה, וזכות כל התנאים והמורים ותלמידי חכמים ואדיר וזרי שלא תמוש התורה מפי ומפי זרי וזרע זרי עד עולם, ותתקיים בהתהלך תנחותך, ושוכבה תשמור עליך והקיצות הייתי שיחך, כי בי ירבו ימיך, ויוסיף לך שנות חיים, אורך ימים בימינה, בשמאלה עושר וכבוד, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. התקדל והתקדש מרבה, ועל מה דאורייתן לתחדתה ולחיה מתאר ולהצקה לחיה על מה, ולמעבר כתר דיושלם ושכלה נחלק בגבה, למכר פרוחנה ונוחה מרעה ולהטבה פרוחנה לשמיה להתרה, וימליך קודשה בריחו במלכותי ויקרא, ויצמח בוקנה ויקרא משיחה, חי יכול וימכון וחי לכל בית ישראל בעגלה בזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יש מרבה מברך לעולם לעלמן, מה יתברך, שתבח ויתפר ותרומה מתנשא ויתהדר ויתענה ויתהלל שמן קודשה בריחו לילה מן כל מחדש שחדש וחדה ונחמתה דם רבה מברו אמן. על ישראל ועל רבנה ותלמידון ועל כל תלמידון ועל כל מאן דעסקין וראית דימת כנישה דוידי בכל אתר ואתר יהא לו נכון שלמה רבה חינם וחסדה ורחמי וחי ירחם וזונה רוויחר פורקנה מקדם הרבורן דבישמעיה והרב אמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמעיה חיים טובים עלינו וחיים בסבב וישועה ונחמה ושזבר רפואה גאולה סליחה וכברה וערך והצלה לנו כל עמו ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה והוא ברחמה ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ואמרו אמן.
לא חמור.
Wow, beautiful. Please invite me to the next one.
Woo! Well, very good. You made it!